Hello, there, friends. This is your free stuff and killer deals for the week of September 4th, 2021. I'm your host, Wes. With me, as always, my good friend, Roots. Roots, Saturday is here again, my friend.
Oh, thank God. See, this Saturday actually feels like Friday to me because I'm off work. I actually have 2 days off, which I never get 2 days off anymore this time of year. It takes a holiday to have it happen, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to sail in the open seas tonight with Jim Hall and Mash. I like just getting them together on Sea of Thieves, and oh man, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, with my days off being Tuesday and Wednesday, this is hump day for me. So I'm looking forward to 100 degrees at work for a nice solid 8 hours tonight.
So I'm assuming you must have really good AC at home then, because you're like, I ain't working 100 degrees at work and then coming home and then trying to sleep during the day.
I wouldn't call it good AC, but it's good enough. It does the job.
Yeah, that's all it takes, right?
That's all it takes. Our friends in chat filling out quickly. EV Man versus Gas says, hello, Wes. Hello, Roots. Good to see you. Well, it's good to see you, EV Man.
Yeah, it is good to see him. Scion says, I'm trying Sea of Thieves and Vorpex, and not a chance in hell. I'm not losing my not losing my Scion account. That's how you lost your account.
Yeah. Cheater. You don't have to worry about it, Roots, because the way you use it is the right way. Scion tries to use VR to cheat.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, if I was going to play it in VR, it would be in virtual desktop, so that I'm not doing anything weird according to their laws. So.
Mash Daddy joining us as always. He says it's time to sail the 7 seas.
Yeah, with Jack Sparrow. So I'm going to be doing it on Twitch, so if anybody comes, you can watch it or not. I don't know. It'll be fun. So.
Bruce's Twitch linked in the description as always. Decepticon joining us in chat. Oh, yeah. It's becoming a tradition, Roots. The weekly all ye.
Oh yeah, I got to do the all ye one week. It wasn't as good as the Southern all ye, but it was okay.
Let's see here. Onakazi joining us as usual. What's up, Onakazi? Simplex in the chat. This is the one good thing about going a little early today. Our friends from across the pond get a chance to join us. And, Roots, it was funny. The last episode we were talking about Myst, and I made that mistake and mistakenly said that Myst on the Oculus store only works in VR and that it doesn't run flat. And then you corrected me, and I jokingly said, Simplex, you can go ahead and delete the comment now. Well, the funny thing is as soon as he heard me say that, he took to a message board, wrote a post about it, and then had to go back and delete the post because of my blatant misinformation.
Oh wow! Or and it was with 5 minutes, 10 minutes from when you said it that we corrected it, but. And that just shows you how everybody takes what you're saying is exactly what it is. And that was something that I would have assumed as well if I hadn't just read it somewhere. I don't even know where I read it. Just somebody saying, oh, it works flat. So it was in my mind. Otherwise, I would have assumed the same thing.
Simplex has been watching us long enough now that he should know that I'm full of shit and don't know what I'm talking about half the time.
Yeah, he says it's after midnight there. Pretty late, bro. At least it's see, this is within range. A couple more hours, you're asleep for sure.
Paradise Decay joining us as well, our resident VR expert. Thanks for stopping by, PD. Traveling Man 3775 says early tonight. It is indeed early tonight. Delirium Drew in the chat. What's up, buddy? A nice little crew for free stuff and killer deals. And after I put the show together today, just as I was getting ready to take into my rest period right before the show, another free thing just dropped out of the blue. So I think we should mention right off the top now, those of you that have been excited for the MechWarrior 5 VR mod. This is something we've talked about a few times, something we have known about for a little while now, waiting for it to drop. Well, it has officially dropped now, and it's 100% free of charge. Now, of course, as is normally the case with these kind of things, the creator is accepting donations on Patreon. So if this is something you guys use and enjoy, maybe throw the guy a few bucks. But not necessary to try it out. It's absolutely free. And here we have another popular flat game, Roots, making its way into VR by sheer force of will.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I never played it. Have you played it? Because it looks really cool. I was watching this trailer and I thought, wow, this looks pretty amazing. And it looks like it was made for VR almost, right? With the cockpit and everything.
Yeah, the funny thing is I've seen MechWarrior 5 footage before, not specifically this VR mod trailer that we're watching here, but other footage, and I never really looked at it and said, wow, that looks like something I've got to play. Now, looking at this looks cool.
Yeah. Well, and it's gonna obviously it's a flat game, so it's gonna have a lot of depth to it, I would imagine. It's not just some random guys or things moving around shooting things. I thought the one that they have in VR was pretty good, but it was like lacking as far as to some extent. This one looks like it's actually more like that one was you constantly coming in, exploding, killing shit. I mean, it's action, boom, boom, you're respawning and doing it again. This seems like it's got a little bit more strategy to it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I know the game you're talking about. I don't remember exactly what it's called. There's a couple of mech games in VR, Archangel being one of them, but Archangel is more of it's a rail shooter. It's not really a mech game per se, even though there is a pretty awesome versus mode, Archangel Hellfire. But there was another mech game that was a proper mech game, and I don't remember for the life of me what it's called. But I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of it either. Thomas McNostril says, "Hey, was that a Roots beer?" It is. It's root beer, but it is a Roots beer. I just love good old sarsaparilla when it's made with pure cane sugar. So
Yeah, is it brewed with fresh Rocky Mountain water like cold refreshing Coors Light?
no. Unfortunately, no alcohol, but no Colorado. Well, I guess it could be. It says Boylan. I don't know where Boylan's came from, but it's been established since 1891. So I don't know why I'm doing a commercial for them, but it's good root beer.
Mash Daddy says Vox Machina, which is probably what you're talking about, but not what I'm talking about. Actually, there's another one.
Really?
Now I got to look it up.
No, Vox was the one I was thinking of, and it's pretty cool. It's like you're running around doing your thing, jumping, pulling the thing, and thrusting up, and then you lose your leg, and then your leather leg, and then it's so fast, and you're constantly respawning. This one, looks a little different, I guess.
Okay, I think this is the one that I'm thinking of. Code 51 Mecha Arena. Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking of. And there's also Iron Rebellion, which is again there's a few made for VR, but MechWarrior is kind of the one that the flat example that many of these games are modeled after.
Paradise Decay. That's nice, actually. Paradise Decay says the MechWarrior devs are very interested in the VR mod. They want people to post them VR footage. Well, we'll talk about it on the show if they want to send us a key, then we can check it out for free. That'd be nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of what this show's all about here is free stuff, and plenty of other free stuff and killer deals to talk about besides MechWarrior 5 rather. So you guys who have the game out there, go ahead and check it out, and maybe we'll be talking about it one day soon as well.
Yeah, it looks good.
Space Dennison says, I loved Code 51. Yeah, see, this was one that I knew about. I'm pretty sure that one even came to PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken.
I never heard of it. That's weird. Like, I should have heard that, right? I don't know.
Right. Well, you probably did. It's just probably lost to time, right?
Yeah.
Thomas McNostril, we just said hello to, and I think with that we are ready to kick into it. So let's start off like we always do with our PlayStation Plus reminder for the month of August. Yes, August, because the August games are still available. This is the last week to claim your August games. Plants versus Zombies, the battle for Neighborville, Hunter's Arena Legends, and Tennis World Tour 2. This is your last week to pick this stuff up for free. It's going to be swapping over next week to some pretty cool games. But you should grab these while you still can because they're free.
It's free content, something fun to play. And who doesn't want to play Plants vs. Zombies? Never played it, but tell you what, this trailer makes me think, what the hell is this game? I want to check it out, actually.
Yeah, we had access to this for a little while with the EA access or whatever. I've had a couple of subscriptions to that in the past year, and my kids checked this one out last time I had it, I think. Anyway, free stuff. You're paying for the subscription already. You might as well get the free games that come with it. Again, last week these games will be switching over on Tuesday to the September lineup, so be sure to pick them up if you haven't already. Now, last week we spent damn near an hour just talking about the gigantic PlayStation VR sale that's going on the PlayStation Network right now, and we don't, or we tend to try to not mention the same sales 2 weeks in a row. So we're not going to mention any of those like 50 games that we listed last week. So I just went ahead and grabbed a few more. This is a huge sale, Roots. There's plenty more sales that we didn't talk about last week. For example, a Fisherman's Tale, a game that has come up. Well, it comes up frequently on our channel, to be honest. $7 for a Fisherman's Tale right now.
It's such a good game, especially, and it's a smaller game, couple hours, right? 2 hours maybe. So $7 is actually a really good, fair price for it.
Yeah, charming, Roots. It has those charming graphics.
You need to go in there and check this damn thing out, bro. Like, it needs to happen. It's so good. You won't be saying it's charming. It's just like such a surreal thing to be like, the first time you pick it up and you see yourself in there and you're like, what the hell's going on? Oh, hey. It's just cool. I like it. The way they mess with scale in this game is amazing.
Mist, Abduction, The Room VR. There's plenty of them I need to get in there and spend my time with. That's the problem, is I can't just pick one and bust through it. But that also is the plan, is to pick one and bust through it, and one at a time start knocking these puzzle games off my list.
Well, let me ask you this. Which one do you think would be easier to knock off your list? The couple hour short but really good one that Spry Guy says, or the Mist that's going to take 15 hours or whatever? I'd say
that's a good point. That is a good point. The games like this, games like The Room, I can move through quickly and on to the next. But with that said, if our last episode, if the chat was any indicator, the people want to see me play Mist.
Who doesn't want to see you play Mist, bro? I think the Mist creators want to see it. They need to go see it.
They should. Everybody should want to watch me play video games.
Absolutely.
That's what I think.
If they want to watch somebody that knows what they're doing and they're gonna crush it, then yes.
Travel Man says pick The Room. Good call, man. PD says, you know who else likes a good knockoff?
Yes, she does.
Anyway, maybe the biggest PSVR sale I've ever seen. I mean, there's just so many great titles. Not everything that's must own is on sale, but most of it is. Audica, for example, Roots' pick for the best pure rhythm game in VR is only $15 right now on the PlayStation VR.
That's amazing. I just turned people on to it today. I saw a quest in somebody's house, and she said she just got it. She'd been playing Beat Saber, and I said, you need to try Audica, and they're going to do it.
Covert on sale for like half off, $10.
Oh, that's a good deal.
And then Don't Knock Twice, which I listed here and then forgot to put the price. I think it's like $10 for Don't Knock Twice. Roots, this is one of the one of the very few notable VR horror titles that I have never played. Like, Don't Knock Twice is a game that most everyone's played at this point. It's a movie tie-in. It's a fairly popular VR escape the room game. Never played it, but it is on sale right now. And let me just verify. I'm pretty sure it's on sale for $10.
Let me ask you, what happens if I knock twice? I'm at, oh God, no, something just comes in and swoops me out of here or something.
Probably either that or like a pissed off Karen comes to the door and tells you that they've been trying to sleep because they're on the late shift.
Yeah, well,
and you shouldn't be knocking so loud.
Yeah, probably that would be funny. That would be good. Scion says Mist takes like 10 hours tops.
Yeah, I would expect that. That sounds about right. And I think Abduction probably a little bit longer than that. It is a little bit bigger in terms of scope. But yeah, I could see that. But it's hard to put a time on puzzle games. Now I'm pretty good at them. I move through them fairly quickly for me, but I don't move quickly in anything. So like since this is a VR game, it really wouldn't be the puzzles. I wouldn't think that would hold me up very long, but rather just the exploration and just smelling the roses like I tend to do when I play anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But confirmed, Don't Knock Twice is $10. This is kind of another puzzle game. I mean, not exactly, but it's an escape the room, horror themed escape room, which again right down my alley. So we probably need to be adding this one to the October lineup.
Yeah, it's coming. We're almost we're already a quarter of the way. Not a quarter of the way, but we're getting close to a quarter of the way through September.
It's going to be here. It's going to be here in a half a second with the kind of release schedule that we've got for September. October is going to be here in like a minute.
Yeah.
Decepticon says it's very similar to Paranormal Activity. Well, I enjoyed Paranormal Activity. Those titles, there's a few of them like The Exorcist, Paranormal Activity that are all kind of in this same quality tier. Very good. I would call them very good horror games. Maybe not great, but there aren't many, great ones. Maybe 2 or 3 great VR horror games, and then there's a whole bunch of these very good ones. And I think that The Exorcist, Paranormal Activity kind of get lumped into that category. And if Don't Knock Twice is on that level, then I'm certainly missing out on something.
They just need to not pull any punches. No more punches pulled for horror games. Just throw them in there. Try to give somebody a heart attack, and then put a disclaimer on it. Sounds good to me.
That's what I always say, and it's funny because, when you talk about the ones that really go for it, it's always from the bigger companies, which is what you would expect. I would expect the opposite to be the case. I would expect the smaller companies to really go for it, but really, it's like the big AAA, AA, and AAA releases. Those are the horror games that really have disturbing imagery in them, and might end up putting people in therapy.
That's the game. It's just VR, man. Nobody's been pushed to that level yet. Come on, they've been really failing at horror games, I think, in VR.
PD says Don't Knock Twice actually made me scream. So there you go.
Wow. Okay, well, let's see. Now you got to stream it, Wes. You could scream on. You could scream and sing on stream. If you don't know that, Wes loves to sing while he's playing his games.
I'd be interested to know if PD made a video of that. I'd be interested to watch it. Like, did you play like Don't Knock Twice in front of an old door? Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. That's just good. I like it.
No, I was just saying, moving along, Final Assault, a fairly popular RTS VR real-time game, pretty popular one in its time. Only $5 on PlayStation this week.
Yeah, we covered that a couple years, a year and a half ago. It was actually really good. I like it.
So PD told me that he sent me the link. I don't know if he means just now or back when he did it.
No, I think he's saying I will send you the link is what he's probably trying to say.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Groundhog Day, which was again a notable release in its time. Not that old. I think it came out either like early 2020 or late 2019. Narrative driven VR game. An official sequel to the Groundhog Day movie. It came out, it was like 35 bucks or something like that. $7 right now on PlayStation.
$30 is what it was, and it was ever. That's the one thing that everybody bitched about. It's too much money. $7. I mean, that's a steal for this game. It's actually a really good game. I enjoyed it, and for $7, I would enjoy it a lot more than 30. It's not
Yeah.
$30 game. So
Yeah, that was kind of the only real complaint with it. I mean, there were some other things too, but the biggest complaint that we had was the pricing of it. And as is normally the case for overpriced games, the price comes down, and when it starts falling, it never stops. So $7 for a fairly solid VR narrative.
isn't there
Groundhog Day.
isn't there a lesson there, Wes? What you just said, for overpriced games, that the price falls and it never stops falling. That's the biggest thing these devs, if they can get their price right, then they can keep it at that price and never have to mess with it, man. If you charge way too much, and I get it, it's Groundhog's Day, it's Bill Murray, it's I guess was he in that, or was it somebody else's voice? I don't know. It's the IP. It costs money, but still, that's just too much money.
Traveling Man 3775 says, I live in Groundhog's Day. I'm from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. So he's actually living the same day over and over and over again.
He's
And
he's probably really good at flipping cards then, right?
Yeah, probably. Hitman 3 we didn't talk about last week, Roots, and Hitman 3 is on sale indeed. Normally $60, half off right now. $30 for Hitman 3, one of the best looking VR games on PlayStation VR. And get this, Roots, next week Hitman 2 is a PlayStation Plus game. So if you buy Hitman 3 for $30 right now, in a week you'll be able to play Hitman 2 in VR as well for free.
Upgraded as well, right? In the new engine. Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, it's all redone in the Hitman 3 engine. That's correct.
That's just crazy, man. I love how they do that. And this game, I picked it up a while ago on a sale as well for $30, and it's definitely a $60 game all day long.
Yeah, and this one actually toward the top of my streaming list. Although we're going to start with Hitman 1 when we do finally get around to it.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna try to get Hitman in this month before we kick over to horror games in October. But I've got things to accomplish before then. We got to finish Trover. We're gonna do Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, and probably a puzzle game, most likely Myst.
Okay, Onakazu says it was Bill Murray, so that is Bill Murray money then. And everybody that was in the movie, that Ned Needle Nose Myers was in it. It's actually a pretty good story. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The cool thing is that it's one of a few games where your decisions really do have weight in the narrative. Like it's kind of it's what the game's built around. It's kind of like the Impatient, like that, where your decisions actually affect things. And what makes it unique from the other games that use this mechanic is the game is basically built around trial and error, but it's trial and error with the story. So if you make the wrong decision, you relive the day, and you have to kind of change up what you do to try to make it through to the next day. And it's just a kind of a trial and error way to just kind of fumble your way through a unique story and see it told from all different angles in dealing with all the different characters in the game.
My favorite part was telling the town what I really thought of him and watching everybody's reaction, because he didn't hold back and everyone was like, oh, like it was good. I liked it. And then I didn't have to live with any repercussions because it was the next day.
PD says on the subject of PlayStation VR, Arashi is getting PS4 Pro and PS5 update. Yeah, this is a game that I've intended to get back into on my stream since the day it came out, but I decided to wait because I knew just what you said there was the case, that there is an update coming very soon for it. So I'm just going to wait and show the game in the best possible light after it gets the update.
Yeah. See, and why put the update out with the game when it releases? Just wait a month and just tank your sales and have people talk shit about your game for a month. I just don't. I don't understand it, Wes. I want to slap a dev. Not the good ones. Not
well, listen. First of all, it's a good game as it stands. Fairly well received within the PlayStation community. I mean, already on the PSVR Without Parole top 25 list. And beyond that, you never know what kind of financial situation these guys are in. But sometimes, I mean, I don't know specifically with this developer, but I'm sure there are cases with these games that these guys can't wait another month. They got to get it on the market now so that they can pay the bills.
Yeah, true. Well, then say something, disclaim it or something. Hey, the patch is coming. It's delayed. We got a month. Releasing it and then having people talk, not be 100% happy. You even yourself, when you went into it at first, was like, ugh. And then you realized it was a good game. I just I feel like that's really giving them a little bit more credit for it. I believe that probably just didn't even think about it. So,
well, difficult to say
yeah.
without being in their shoes, but a game that I did enjoy nonetheless, and again, a game that was very well received in the PlayStation community.
Yeah, but how well received would it be if it could come out with it looking at its best? I don't
know. In Death, $12 on the PlayStation Store right now. A good price for a game that I think also was $30 at one point. Mini Motor Racing X, only $6. A solid multiplayer racing title that's playable flat or in VR. Only $6 right now on the PlayStation Store.
That's a steal.
PSVR Worlds, only $7 for PSVR Worlds. Roots. PD did a great couple of videos from PSVR Worlds. He was not aware just how awesome this title is. It's a collection of, I mean, you could call them demos. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, but it's AAA quality stuff from Sony London Studio. And I watched the whole, over a couple of hours of Paradise Decay, playing through the London Heist, playing through the Ocean Descent, and a game that doesn't get talked about enough, the Scavenger's Odyssey, which is probably the best demo on PSVR Worlds. A quality title, a great showcase of VR, even by today's standards, and a great price. Only $7 on the PlayStation Store right now.
Yeah, $7. That's a steal.
Paradise Decay said that's why No Man's Sky was so bad when it launched on PlayStation. They had to rush to meet the deadline, or Sony would pull out.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, then so they were put between a hard rock and a hard place.
Yeah, there you go. You never know. It's easy for us to criticize sometimes from our chairs, but these guys are, they're the ones having to deal with this stuff, and I'm sure there's a way more stuff than we even have any clue of that happens behind the scenes with these games.
That doesn't help my frustration. That makes it worse, because that means the devs are being screwed in a sense, because the reality is, and maybe it wasn't for Arashi, but a lot of these games, they suffer huge by coming out and looking like crap, or not having a patch or whatever. Whatever it is that they have to patch down the road, they miss out on sales. You know what I mean? And then by the time they are able to fix it, it's already too late. And it's happened to a lot of games. And thank God it didn't happen for Arashi. But how horrible is it that these developers are being pushed into a position where they're having to release something early so that Sony doesn't pull out. I don't know, man. That sucks.
Well, the good thing about it is, it already. I mean, just to release on the Sony platform, it makes it through a fairly stringent QA process to begin with. So it's not like Steam VR or something where where they're being forced to basically put out shovelware and then have people refund it.
Yeah.
Also, again, the very lax refund policy on the Steam and Oculus stores are not. There's nothing like that on the Sony store. If you buy a game on PlayStation, then it's yours. You're not going to be able to refund it. So it's a different world developing for PlayStation.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple more titles from the PlayStation Store before we move on. Resident Evil 7. I heard this one was pretty good, Roots. Resident Evil 7, they call it. Only $10 right now for, I think people say that this is the best game on PlayStation VR.
That's what I've heard. Until Village comes eventually, and then it'll be Village, maybe. I don't know. Because Resident Evil 7, it's a lot of it's the actual game that's so amazing. It's not just that it's in VR, right?
Well, honestly, at this point, if we're getting Village, it's probably going to be on PlayStation 5 VR. And I think that hardware is going to be so much more advanced than anything we've used thus far. I think pretty much any game that's a first party PlayStation 5 VR release is going to be better than anything we've seen on Gen 1 PSVR.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't wait, but have to wait because what? I think at a minimum now we're looking at 13 months even now. So, a lot of people upset that this Sony event, there's a big deal Sony event next Thursday. But they said right up front, there's not going to be any PS5 VR during this thing. And people are acting shocked and upset by that. It's not surprising, dudes. It's like over a year away. Like, I'll be happy if they give us anything in 2021 about this. Like, the more likely scenario is we're going to hear about this thing in February. So yeah, anything we get in 2021 on PS5 VR, in my opinion, is a bonus.
Yeah, it's just too early anyway. I don't know why people act shocked, but at least they came out and said something early instead of waiting till the show and then everybody freaks out. You know what I mean? And they probably still will. So.
Yeah. Well, Sony's learned their lesson here. They're really good now about setting the expectation. Like that, probably for the last 6 to 9 months, every time they do a state of play or any kind of event, that they say right up front what's going to be happening. The reason people are so excited about this next one is because this is updates on Sony first party studios. This is going to be the big games like your Horizon Forbidden West and your new God of War. People are speculating that there may be a new Twisted Metal game coming or a new Silent Hill. This is the type of stuff that we're going to see next week. And already the hype level from the traditional gaming community is through the roof. So even though I'm not much of a flat gamer, I play occasionally. I'll certainly be watching this event just to see what direction Sony's going to be taking with their next gen console.
Paradise Decay says no PSVR, no watch. Done.
Well, I will point out that they said no PlayStation 5 VR. So
Ooh.
I guess it's possible that we could get another big first party PSVR release for Gen 1. I would not consider that to be likely. I don't think there's going to be any VR mentioned, but it could happen. They did say that we are going to see stuff from studios large and small, so we could get another big PSVR title before they finally move on to the next gen, and it may be represented in the in the event next week, although typically PlayStation VR announcements come during PlayStation VR events. So I wouldn't hold my breath waiting on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. He's clarifying now. PD says, like Wes, he will be watching because of hybrid speculations. So
that's true. Even though they won't be mentioning by name that any of these games are going to support VR in the future, we know by what they said last month that it's a good possibility that we're going to see games next week that eventually will have a VR mode built in with it. So that's a good point, Paradise Decay.
yeah.
Anyway, one more title in the PSN sale this week, The Exorcist. We talked about it a moment ago as one of the very good VR horror games. You can get the complete series of The Exorcist, all 5 episodes, for $18 on PlayStation VR right now, which is a pretty solid discount down from $25.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on to the Epic Game Store, we do have a free title this week, Yoku's Island Express. Looking at this route site, looks kind of like a pinball game or something. I don't know. There's a lot going on in this game.
I'm watching this little bug, man, and I feel bad for him because he's having to drag this egg or whatever everywhere, and he's flipping around. He looks like MASH with his nail on that. It Takes Two, flipping around. I mean, it looks like you're literally having to take this thing everywhere, right? That's the whole gimmick. Looks interesting, though.
Yeah, it looks crazy. I see this. I think is what I saw. There are parts in this game where you're literally flipping the guy around like a pinball.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like a story, and it's like a platformer, but you're using this pinball thing. I don't know. It's actually very unique, and it's free. So why not check it out? Might be a really good Vorpex game.
Yeah, there you go. Vorpex, Helix Vision. I guarantee you one of them will put this thing in the 3D. And typically these type of games really pop in 3D.
Yeah, that looks really fun, actually. It looks like it's going to a good old-fashioned adventure, Wes.
Well, that's I'm always down for a good old-fashioned adventure.
Yeah, you know who else loves a good old-fashioned adventure?
My mom!
Oh, yeah.
Onakazi says there hasn't been an official US UK release announcement for Song in the Smoke. Maybe that will be there. I'm pretty sure we got a date for that. Maybe it was unofficial. Maybe it was a leak. But I'm pretty sure we got a date for Song in the Smoke, and it's just like a couple of weeks away or something like that.
Oh, nice. He says, Onakazi says, yes, it is a pinball Metrovania.
There you go. Pinball Metroidvania. When's the last time you saw one of those?
I've never heard of it, but it's a good genre that I've never heard existed, and it looks cool.
It's a Pinballvania.
Yeah, looks fast-paced.
It's just pinball, bro.
Yeah, it's just pinball.
Oculus Quest. Oculus Quest sells weird this week, Roots. There are Oculus Quest sales this week. But here's the strange thing. Of course, I have control of 2 different Oculus / Facebook accounts. One's my personal account, one I use for the show. If I log into my show account, or if I use I check out the Oculus store without being logged in at all, the sales don't show up on the main store page. Like, it only has the daily deal. The bundles aren't there. None of these other sale titles are there. But as soon as I log into my Lethal Weasel account, it all shows up. And I don't understand this. This is so weird to me. It's even to the point where I click through to a sale page. Like, you can click through to a page that has all the sales on it. I click through to that page, copy the address of the sales page. I put it into a browser, a private browser window that's not signed in, and hit the link, and it takes me to a page and still only shows the one game, the Daily Deal game. So I don't know what's going on the Oculus store. There are way more sales than there normally are on Oculus Quest right now, and I'm not sure everybody can see them.
I think what's probably happening is they've got the daily deal, and everybody's getting a different variation depending on your library, depending on how much you buy. you know, from account to account, I would not be surprised if people are seeing different games are for sale. That's the only thing that would
Well,
make
here's the
sense.
thing. Well, here's the thing. I can go on those other accounts and search for these sale games specifically, and it'll pop me through to them, and they are on sale.
Hmm.
They just don't show on sale in the main store page or the main sale page unless I'm logged into specifically to my Weasel account.
Did you try the other account and see if anything popped up? Or, I mean, maybe they just want you to be logged into, you know, they're not just
Yeah,
telling
I tried
everybody.
the other account. Yeah, I tried switching and logging into the other account, and then I tried a browser that's not signed in at all.
Hmm.
And only the Weasel account showed this stuff on the store page.
Only you're allowed to buy games, Wes. You get, okay, so
I
if you
guess.
want specials, you got to hit Wes up. He knows all the sales, apparently, because I must be missing all my sales, bro. That's weird.
There you go. There you go. Travel Man 3775 says Songs in the Smoke trailer had a September 18th date at the end of it. That's right. September 18th, just 2 weeks from today, actually.
Oh, nice.
That game will be launching.
It's gonna launch on a Saturday? That's weird.
I guess Saturday or Sunday. Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Berber Cat joining us. Good evening, Berber Cat. Thanks for stopping by.
I guess let's get to one of the sales.
Says, Onakazi asks, is one associated with the Facebook account and the other a pure Oculus account? They're both linked to Facebook, but my Weasel account existed before Facebook. So maybe that's a difference because it's such an old account and it was an Oculus account before the Facebook mandate. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. I really couldn't say.
That's weird.
Mash Daddy Cool says it's an enigma wrapped inside of a riddle. Inside a fortune cookie.
It is. It's a tasty fortune cookie, and it's open. It's fun to open. So,
anyway, with all that said, any of these deals that I list here for you today, you can search for the games in the search bar, and you will find the sales prices, even if they don't show up on your screen. Notably, this was the case, Roots, on both the Oculus website and the Oculus app on Android as well. Same case, checking it out on Android.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
I don't know.
Anyway, Journey of the Gods is it's an awesome Oculus exclusive that doesn't get enough attention today. This is a great Legend of Zelda style adventure game. Again, another it's a first party Oculus exclusive. $24 down from 30 and worth every penny.
Yeah, I went a little bit far. You keep saying I need to go further into this game, right?
Yeah, awesome game. A lot of variety in the gameplay from level to level. Everything changes up fairly substantially. Awesome story and some of the best sound work I've experienced in VR.
Yeah, well, definitely $24.
Yep, good price. Job Simulator on sale for $18. Popular Quest title. Good price.
Yeah.
Trover Saves the Universe on Oculus Quest 2 is pretty much identical to Trover on PC, and it's on sale for $23 right now, down from $30. This is a game that is awesome. It also happens to be the game that I'm currently playing on late night streams. So for those of you who don't know, Tuesday nights we're doing late night gameplay streams, generally that start around 11 or 12 o'clock Eastern time. And currently we're on Trover. We played through I think over half the game on this past Tuesday, so we should be finishing it up this next coming Tuesday.
So what Wes just said is go watch last week's stream, and then this Tuesday you can watch it live, and you can hang out with Wes and play one of the funniest games out there, right?
Right, and you can pick it up for yourself right now for $23. Don't wait. I don't think it'll still be on sale come Tuesday. I think most of these sales are 3 days, and then they're done. So if there's any of this stuff that is on your wish list, be sure to pick it up now. Don't wait.
Yeah, that's an amazing game for sure.
Racket NX, people say, is an amazing game. This is another one I haven't tried, and this is a great price for a Quest game. $13
Oh,
and cross-buy for Racket NX.
wow.
Lots of updates to Racket NX this year. It keeps getting better by all accounts, and that's a great price for any game on Quest.
Yeah, people say it's one of the best ones because it's good for with the wireless, right? Because you're all the way around you. Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of made for the Quest, games like this.
Onakazi says, I caught some of the more recent Returnal streams where Wes demonstrates how bad I am at Returnal. Well, anybody's going to look bad after watching Wes play because he's got, how many hours do you have now in there, Wes? 100 hours? Or
I
plus?
don't know. It was a bunch of hours.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to, yeah, he's good.
Well, the last one came to an unceremonious end because I completely blew it. Like I misread what the second boss does, and I basically just gave my life away at the end of this like monumental run with this awesome loadout. I pretty much just killed myself. So yeah, not great.
It sucks, man. That happened to me on the third boss. I didn't know I couldn't damage it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like screaming at the stream, like, what do I do? And then I ended up dying, and it's like, what are you gonna do? So.
Warhammer 40K Battle Sister, one of some eye candy Roots, also with multiplayer co-op. $24 for Warhammer, down from 30.
Wow, it's a good deal.
Pretty good.
About 20% off.
People like Hyperdash Roots, and it is on sale as well. $15, pretty low price.
I don't know if I've tried that.
I have not, but I know that people recommend it.
Paradise Decay tells Onakazi to get good.
That's what, yeah, that's ironic too, because I remember when PD first started playing Returnal, people were going in hard in the paint on PD, telling him to get good. Now he's the one passing it on.
Yeah, it's a hard game, man.
It's addictive though. It's fun. It's meant to be hard. It's hard by design.
That's what fun is. That's what's fun about it, right?
Yep, absolutely. One more. Well, I guess not the last Oculus Quest sale, but the last Oculus Quest sale outside of their weekly stuff is also this week's deal of the week. Zombieland Headshot Fever, a fairly recent release, just got a huge update with new levels. Actually, the second such update in recent months. $15 for Zombieland Roots, and worth it all day long. Again, another cross-buy title here, and a good one at that.
Yeah. This one will grip you as well, right? Addictive gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a game I need to get back into. I want to check these new levels out, these new guns. There's tons of new content in this game, and it was good to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely.
So $15, this week's deal of the week. I highly recommend this game at that price. It's not often that you see great Quest games for that low of a price, and then the cross-buy is just kind of a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Oculus Quest daily deal this week, or today rather, hand physics lab. So those of you out there who want to play around a little bit more with the hand tracking that is now available on Oculus Quest 2, you can do so with the hand physics lab. $7.
Man, I need to try that. $7, good deal, right?
Yeah, this is from our friends at the Holoception developer. Same dudes did this, so we know that they're good with the physics-based gameplay, right?
I forgot about Holoception. I should go back and try that. It was a pretty cool game. I didn't get that far into it. Yeah,
I liked it as well. Cool concept.
Yeah.
Mepper joining the chat. What's up, Mark? Thanks for joining us. Bundles. There's even more Oculus Quest goodness, Roots, because there's a couple awesome bundles this week. Both of them $35. The first one, Moss, being bundled with Down the Rabbit Hole. Talk about storytelling at its best on Oculus Quest. These are two terrific titles for the price of one.
Yeah, those are both amazing, right?
Yeah, amazing. While I haven't played Moss on Oculus Quest, I'm quite confident that it's beautiful. And then Down the Rabbit Hole was beautiful to begin with, and then it got recently that 120 hertz update, so I'm sure that it's just buttery smooth now.
I need to go check that out then. I need another reason to go into, one more reason to try this game again.
Well, here's another reason for you to put your Quest on, Roots. Waltz of the Wizard being bundled up with the Wizard's Dark Times,
Oh, wow.
which is going to be getting a multiplayer co-op update soon. Again, two awesome games for the price of one, $35. Another great bundle.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing game, and I'm looking forward to seeing their new Warhammer game coming up.
Yeah. Carbon Studios getting better with time. They're like a fine wine, Roots, and I think that as Dark Times was before it, Warhammer going to be their best work today.
Yep, absolutely.
Thomas McNostril says, "Who else likes moss down their rabbit hole?"
My mom!
I don't know. I don't know if I want moss in there, but yeah.
Pepper says, "I wasn't expecting you to start until a bit later. I've been working outside." Well, we're full of surprises, bro. You gotta pay attention.
Yeah, it was a little bit earlier, but we like to switch it up and give other people a chance, right?
Yeah, we like to keep you on your toes. Mash Daddy says Carbon Studios rocks. Yeah, Eric did a great interview with the lead dev Piotr from Carbon Studios on his Facebook group, the Oculus Quest 2 community. I'm pretty sure it's still posted, right, Eric? They can go back and watch that after the fact, and it's linked in the self-promo channel on our Discord. So you'll find the invitation to our Discord down below. Those of you who aren't already on there, and go back and check out this interview. Eric did a great job, him and Nick both.
Yeah.
And lots of nice information tidbits on the upcoming Carbon Studios games. Yeah, good job, Eric. Great interview.
It was really good. Yeah.
Moving on to Steam, Ragnarok on sale. $5 off, $20. Popular rhythm game, Roots, and one of a few that we haven't tried yet.
Yeah, we keep saying that. I want to try this now. I want to race you, Wes, while I'm playing some drums. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, well, I just want a VR drumming game where the drums are right there in front of me, and I can go nuts on them and know that they're always going to be there.
Yeah, that's true.
No Man's Sky on sale for $30. No Man's Sky just getting a gigantic update, as often is the case with No Man's Sky. Now, Roots, you can build settlements on these planets. You can build homesteads and home bases, and just another layer added into this. I think No Man's Sky might be the most complete metaverse that we have thus far.
I was going to say, there's no reason to leave, man. You're not going to be able to leave anymore because there's just too much going on in No Man's Sky. And I don't know if you've gone in and tried it since the DLSS thing. It looked amazing and ran amazing. It was the best experience I've had in No Man's Sky. It's finally ready,
$30.
$30
for No Man's Sky, half off right now on Steam.
Good deal.
Speaking of good deals, Roots, Hinge, fairly recent horror release, had a bit of a bumpy start, but ended up righting the ship. Continual updates for Hinge, making it better and better over time. Only $9 for Hinge right now.
Wow, what a steal. I need to get back in this one.
That's a great price for that game.
Yeah, because it was it was a pretty expensive game coming out, right?
Yeah, it was $20-25 for it.
Yeah.
Grapple Tournament on sale this week. Normally $15, on sale for $10 on Steam.
Skiva's Baby. Definitely. People love that game, right?
Yeah, our friend Gamertag just did a video from it today or yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Blind. Bargain basement prices for Blind Roots, a game that was fairly well received in its time. Only $2 for Blind right now.
That's the perfect price because you're going to play it for a while, smacking that cane around. And actually, it was really good, but it was just that cane, bro. $2,
it's
good deal.
The gimmick behind that game, you got to have patience to make any kind of progress with it.
I don't have patience. If not for that.
Right.
No, I don't want to be blind.
And last but not least for Steam this week, the Morrigan on sale for $10. A solid dungeon crawler title, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely worth trying. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, high quality single player dungeon crawler adventure title, the Morrigan.
Yep.
Only $10.
Good deal.
That brings us into this week's Viveport report. Things happening on Viveport this week, Roots. Myst has joined the ranks of Viveport Infinity, and we just did nearly an hour talking about Myst a couple of days ago and how great it is. It's $30 title. Unless you have Infinity, then it's free, bro. Have at it.
That's crazy. That's a good deal. Good game.
It's a great addition to an already amazing Viveport Infinity library.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other things going down on Viveport this week: Dread Halls updated to support all major VR headsets. So Dread Hall is a game that's been on Viveport for a while, but limited compatibility on Viveport until now. Now anybody can go into Viveport and play Dread Halls.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a great Halloween game. This is the best game as far as really giving you presents, making you feel like you're in this area, and it's creepy, dude. Like that. This is such a simple game. I think it's just one of the best ones out there.
Yeah. A game, an evergreen title that's timeless. Like this game is scary. It uses all the things that VR does well to heighten tension as you try to find your way out of these halls. This is a game I need to get back to. I've played the first level of it quite a bit, but I haven't really explored the second level all that much. So I need to get back into it and check it out.
Yeah, it's good.
One more note from Viveport. Survive, the co-op zombie shooter, coming soon to Viveport Infinity. So this is a game that recently came out of early access into full release. Now it's coming to Viveport Infinity very soon. So grab a friend and grab your headset. Let's go kill some zombies.
Well, I know Mash has this already, so now we can play with them. I didn't even know. See, that's the thing. I wanted to try this, but I never didn't want to buy it, so now I can.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's me, because this is I don't know, it's like $25 or $30 for this game. It's a fairly expensive game, and by all accounts, pretty good. But you know, when you're doing what we do, we already have an endless, like, nonstop stream of games to play. It's kind of hard to go throw down $30 on a game just because you think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, very true.
So that's what Viveport is really handy for, is when a game like this pops up that we didn't get a key for and we don't want to go pay for it. No, Viveport to the rescue.
Yeah, absolutely. Best deal in VR.
Last but not least, free stuff of the week this week: Safe Zone VR, free on Steam VR. So this is a PC VR horror game / experience. It's kind of short, about 20 minutes on average to complete it. Kind of it's a game, but it's kind of a walking simulator. But it isn't just an experience. There are gameplay elements, stealth elements at play here. It's psychological horror. It's fairly high quality by all accounts, and it's 100% absolutely free on Steam VR right now.
Yeah, go pick it up. It's free.
Absolutely. Safe Zone VR. I'll be checking it out.
I thought this
Really
was gonna be
soon.
something else when I read Safe Zone. I was not expecting it to be a horror game. I don't know what I was expecting to be in the Safe Zone, but it was not horror. But it's
It's
crazy.
the unsafe zone.
That's right.
Anyway, it's just good, solid, free horror games on Steam. There's quite a few of them actually.
I'll tell you what, like I just doing that last episode with Eric that we did the best of Steam. We cracked on a lot of games, but a lot of those games that I named were free, and they're actually well received, good games, right? Why not?
Sam
try?
and Dan, floaty flatmates.
Right
That
there.
looks cool.
There you go. I mean, that's what I love about doing those episodes, because we go in looking for something that's ridiculous, and we find out that even ridiculous can be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this week's free stuff and killer deals. Let us know down below what you dropped your money on, and if you managed to make it through this episode without spending anything, well, kudos to you, friend. You have more willpower than most of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the big red button and the bell to stay up with all of our content, our frequent content here on the Virtual Strangers channel. Those of you who want to do a little something extra, like our friend Traveling Man here, 3775, throwing down the $5 donation, says throwing down 5 because you guys are cool. Well, thank you, sir. I think all you're proving by your donation, though, is just how cool you are.
Yes.
Thanks for the support. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do appreciate that for sure.
Anyway, if you would like to support us, you can do so on Patreon. $3 per month. That's it. Just $3 get you access to our weekly show notes, as well as all sorts of exclusive content. Here lately, that exclusive content has come in the form of gameplays from yours truly. We uploaded 3 last week. We're going to keep it going as a big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. $3 per month gets you all that. And again, thanks, guys, for the support. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last but not least, we have the Virtual Strangers Discord, which is where we live. It's where we talk VR. It's where we talk live. And it's where we hang out. It's where we hook up, play multiplayer. It's where we do everything. It's our home. And we extend an invitation to you in the description down below to come on in and make it your home as well. Virtual Strangers Discord, home for the hardcore VR gaming enthusiast.
Yeah, come on home. We're waiting for you.
With that said, friends, I'd like to thank you all once again for watching. For Roots, I'm Wes. We will see you tomorrow. Bye now.